channel. So you probably already noticed by the title that this is not going to be a true crime video. So for today's video, I wanted to do something different because I've been doing YouTube for a year and I feel like you guys don't even know me. I've never talked about myself, which is normal due to the kind of videos that I do. I'm not just going to randomly start talking about myself. But still, I thought it would be good to make a video where I just talk to you guys about my dreams, why I started my channel, my goals, the future for my channel, and that kind of stuff. So you guys can know me a little bit better. So that's what I'm going to do today. If you want to get to know me a little bit better, stay and watch this video. If you don't care and you just want to watch some true crime video, you have to wait until next week. But yeah, you're free to live, do whatever you want. I can't really tell you what to do, but yeah, so let's start this video. So my name is Joana, I'm 21 years old and I live in Portugal. This you guys probably already knew. And I talked about why I started my channel on my first video, but I never told you guys what led me to want to do this. I told you that I wanted to be an investigative journalist, but I never told you what made me want to work with this. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. So let's go back in time when I was a little girl. I've always said that I want to be a doctor, more specifically a pediatrician. I love babies and I wanted to take care of babies. And I remember saying that I wanted to do something that could help people. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to help people. And this was what I wanted until 10th grade, when I realized that I didn't like study biology as much as I thought I would. And I wasn't very good at it. My grades weren't nothing special and I wasn't good at math. I hated physics. I liked chemistry, but also I wasn't that good. So I started feeling a little dismotivated and thought, okay, maybe this is not what I wanted to do. I still tried to think about something in the health field, but there was nothing that I could see myself doing. So by 11th grade, I was like, okay, I don't want to go to college. I just want to finish school because, being honest, I was tired of studying. So I just thought, okay, I need to finish high school and then I'll just get a job. And that's what I did. So I finished high school, I got my driver's license, and then I started looking for a job. After a few days of looking, I got a job. I started working at a hypermarket, and is equivalent at Walmart or Target in America. And I worked there for a year and a half. But after a few months, I realized that that wasn't something I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And don't get me wrong, I actually liked working there. You know, I liked the people I worked with. Some of them, not all. There were some people that were like, okay, but I can't like everyone, and not everyone liked me. It's impossible to please everyone. But still, I liked working there. But that wasn't something I wanted to do. So at that point, I had two options. Either I would find a new job or I'll go back to study. So I started thinking about going to college and what I could study. And when I finished high school, I remember that I thought about studying journalism. But at that time, I wasn't sure that it was really something I wanted to do. So I was like, okay, no, I'll stick to my plan. I'll get a job. But now you guys must be asking, how do you went from wanting to be a doctor to want to be a journalist? Because they are two things that have nothing to do with each other. So let's go back in time again. So when I was little, I had a little notebook where I would write some stuff. Normally I would write like summaries of some episode I just watched of some cartoon or some TV show that I was watching at the time. And I would write that as if I was a journalist and I had a newspaper. Sometimes I would even like read that like I was presenting the news. But for some reason at that time, I used to say that I hate writing. I don't know why I was in denial, because like I spend my time reading and writing. So I don't know why I said I hated writing. I think I said that because one thing is writing something that I want to do. Another thing is that I have to write something to school that I'm obligated to do. And I think that's why I didn't like to write in school, and I said that I hated writing, because I love reading, but I don't like reading books for school. So maybe it was the same thing. But yeah, every time my school teacher said that I had to write something, I hated it. And it's mostly because I thought that everything I was writing was crap. I didn't thought it was good enough. I thought it was super bad, so that's why I didn't like it until ninth grade. My Portuguese teacher, after seeing my writing exercise, she said that she loved it, that it was good, and it was actually the best in my class. And I was like, okay, maybe my writing is not as bad as I think. Maybe it's actually kind of good. Because I remember writing that, and I remember like after I finished writing, okay, this is crap, but yeah, this is the best I could do. But I thought that the best I could do was still not enough. Apparently it was. So after that, I started to be more interested in writing, and I started to write my own stories. I always invented stories in my head, but I never put them on paper. And now I put some of them on paper. And when I was 16 years old, I published my first book. I bet you guys didn't know that about me. You have no idea. And even though if it was today, I would write it in a completely different way because my writing has improved much, which is normal. I'm 21, I was 16 back then. But still, I'm very, very proud of myself. At the time, it was the best I could do. And honestly, for a 16-year-old, it was not bad. And since then, my biggest dream is to be a writer. So yeah, my dream is not to be an investigative journalist. I mean, it's a dream of mine, but not like the biggest. What I really want to do is to be a writer. I love creating stories, creating new characters, and the thing I like to write fiction, and the best thing about fiction is I have full control of what happens. You don't have that in real life. I've always used reading as a escapism mechanism, so yeah, now I use writing too. But yeah, my biggest dream is to be a writer, and I know that writing books and being able to do that for a living, it's very, very hard. It's not impossible, but it's very, very hard. So I needed a plan B. And that's when journalism came into the picture. So after 2 years I finished high school, I decided that I wanted to go to college and I wanted to study journalism because I would be doing the two things that I love most: writing and telling stories. But this time, the stories are real. And while being a journalist, I can give voice to the people who don't have a voice, to people who don't have the means to speak up, and I'm gonna be helping them. That's all I wanted to do all along, is helping people. But now, why investigative journalists? So watching true crime videos or documentaries was one of my favorite hobbies. I was watching them all the time. And one of the things that was more interesting to me and more appealing was like trying to understand what went through those people's minds for them to do these horrible things like murdering someone. Back then I thought studying psychology, and it's something that I love to learn more about, but still I couldn't see myself working on that field. But who knows, maybe someday I'll study psychology. It's really something I would love to learn more about. So I searched what I had to do, what career I had to pursue to be able to work with these kinds of things. And that's when I came across investigative journalism. And from that moment, I knew this was something I could see myself doing for like the next 10 years, at least. So last year, I got into college. I loved my first year, even though the majority of my classes were online. I still made some friends, and I just love where I was studying. I feel like now I'm studying something that I really, really want, and I'm so motivated, and yeah, I'm happy. So a week before my classes started last year, I decided to create a YouTube channel where I would be uploading true crime videos. I thought it would be a way to practice what I wanted to do in the future, and it's actually helping me a lot. So I used to be very, very shy. I still am a little bit shy, but not to the point that it will stop me from doing something that I want to do. Because when I was younger, I was so shy. Like being in class and not understanding anything that just said, I just couldn't raise my hand and ask, "Oh, can you explain that again?" I just couldn't. Or if I did, I have to count to three in my head, and if I didn't raise my hand on three, I wouldn't just ask. So yeah, I was very, very shy, but working in the hypermarket actually helped a lot with my shyness because I had to talk to the clients. I couldn't just ignore me if they asked me something. So that really helped me a lot. And doing videos is actually helping me a lot too. because I remember on my first video, before I started filming, I was so nervous. I was literally shaking. I think like if you watch my first video, you can see that my voice is a little bit shaky. I'm shaking. I was super nervous, but now I'm fine. You know, I'm cool. I don't feel nervous. I mean, I feel a little bit nervous, but now I can control my nerves better. So yeah, it's actually helping me a lot. So then I had to decide in which language I will do my videos. And I decided to do them in English. One, because this way I can reach more people than if I did the videos in Portuguese. And two, I wanted to improve my English, and the only way to improve my speech, my English skills, would be talking. I have to speak in English. It's the only way I can improve it. And I can tell that my English skills is getting better. So I'm proud of that. It's working. That was one of my goals when I created a channel was to improve my English, and it's working. So I'm very happy about that. I've also been reading a lot of books in English lately, so that's helping a lot too. And I know sometimes my grammar is off, but I'm not speaking my language, so that's completely normal. And I know everyone who speaks more than one language can relate to this. Like sometimes you just go with what sounds better and hope that is correct. Most of the times it is, sometimes it's not. Well, but the only way to learn is by making mistakes. But yeah, that's how I ended up doing YouTube videos. I feel like now you guys know a small part of me, and I wanted to do something different for today's video because tomorrow, September 19th, is going to be 1 year since I started doing videos. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when I started, I didn't thought I would make it this far. If you told me I will be making videos for a year, I wouldn't believe you. I thought that by this time I would already given up, but here I am. I haven't. Even though sometimes I didn't upload, it was because I was busy with college, and there were times that I really didn't want to, and that's fine. We all need a break sometimes. And there's also something I want to talk about, you guys, is my classes start next week. So I can promise you that I'm going to upload consistently from now on because I don't know how busy I'm gonna be, but I think like next week is going to be a video for sure. It's only the first week of classes. I'm not going to have a crazy amount of work to do, so I'll be able to post next week. But after that, I don't really know. So yeah, just know that I will post videos whenever I really have time to do them. I'm sure you guys can understand, like, college is my first priority. I'm sure some of you are in college right now or work, so you understand this. That's everything I wanted to talk to you guys today. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to watch these kinds of videos where I just talk to you guys, just tell me in the comments. I'll be down to do them because sometimes it's good to take a little break from the true crime stuff and just have these more chill videos. So yeah, that's all. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Saturday. Usually they are true crime videos. Okay, this is the only video I've made that is not a true crime, at least until now. If you want to suggest a case, you can reach out to me through the comments or through my social media. My Instagram and my Twitter will be linked down below in the description box. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.